everything got stolen. Everything. And now I'm just going to a police station. My flight is in 4 hours. I don't think I can make it. It's Friday afternoon here in Vancouver. I'm attending a wedding on Sunday, which is about 9,000 kilometers away. Join me on this journey. The plan is simple. Flight to Calgary, wait a bit, flight to Paris overnight, wait a little longer, and then flight to Cluj-Napoca, the place in Romania where I'm attending a wedding on Sunday. Let's see how this goes. If everything goes right, I should land in Cluj-Napoca about 1 hour and 20 minutes before the wedding starts. So this is my flight to Calgary. Okay, so I just learned that my flight is 90 minutes late and there is a chance that I will miss my connecting flight to Paris. So there's a good chance that this video will actually never make it because I want to post a video of just me missing a flight, right? And these are the people that are complaining about the flight being delayed, I suppose. Well, what are you gonna do? Cheers. My retarded flight. It got another delay. Getting it really close to the connection flight to Paris. On the other hand, life is good. Finally about to board on this flight, which is about 2 hours late. I wonder if I'm gonna be 2 hours late in Cluj because of this. Moving fast now in the airport in Calgary. My connecting flight to Paris is boarding. I made it. I should be able to go to Europe, no problem now. Pretty happy. Whew. And by the way, for my non-Canadian friends, this is one of the most typical Canadian things you can see. The Muskoka chairs around the fire. Very typical in Canada. Finally about to take off. Goodbye Calgary, goodbye Canada. This is the map. This is where I am right now, Calgary. Going to fly over Nunavut, over Greenland, all the way to France to Paris. And then from there, the next flight will be to Romania, which is right over here. And the destination is Cluj-Napoca. That's where the wedding is. As much as I like to drink beer, there are a few instances in which I prefer to avoid it. One of those is being on a plane, on a long flight, especially having a window seat. Guess why? Bonjour from Paris just arrived. Now, this seems like a big airport. What do you think? So I took a 1 hour train from the airport to this massive station that I'm in right now in the middle of the city. There wasn't much French spoken on that train, to be honest. Yeah, and now I'm kind of lost here. I actually don't even know where I'm going, to be honest. But I embrace the feeling of being lost. It's one of the things that I like most about traveling, is finding my way out, finding the destination. It's kind of like a quest in real life. People panic when they get lost in a new city, especially if they don't speak the language. But it's actually one of the cool things about traveling, one of the things I like best. So let's see where I'm going next. Finally on the streets of Paris for the first time in my life. For some reason, I never considered coming to Paris. Never got my attention, really. All right, it seems super busy. There's a lot of people here from all sorts of ethnicities. It's kind of cool, actually. Definitely a different vibe. Santé from Paris. Cheers. I didn't think I would be on a motorcycle in Paris, but here we are! Woo! finally made it to the Louvre Museum here in France, in Paris. And yeah, it's just a quick stop because nobody got time for museums at this time. So let's keep rolling. So they're selling the Eiffel Towers here at the Louvre Museum. Kind of funny. Tour Eiffel. All right, the pyramid that everyone takes pictures with in Paris, Pyramide du Louvre. So just left the Louvre Museum, and now just on top of the La Seine, the Seine River. And guess what we got over there? Right over there. And there it is, the Eiffel Tower. First time seeing it. I was never really curious to see what it looks like. Kind of small, to be honest. And as you can expect, a shit ton of people around here. Do you see that flame? That's where Princess Diana died many years ago in the car accident. Okay, enough sightseeing. 2 hours of sightseeing in Paris is enough. So, quick story as I'm trying to cross the Champs-Élysées. 12 years ago, me and the friend who's getting married tomorrow, we went to the Bahamas to play some poker at the PCA in 2011. And we met this French poker player. Her name was Jenny. I kept in touch with her because she was also more of a traveler. And I kept asking her questions because she's been to places more than I have. We didn't really see each other for a long time, and then she came to Toronto once. I showed her around, and today she happened to be in Paris herself. So lucky for me, I got to tour the city on her motorcycle for a couple of hours. I think it's always great to keep in touch with friends that you make during travels, because you never know when you're going to cross paths again. It's always good to see friends after a long time. So as I'm walking the streets of Paris, waiting for my morning flight, drinking a beer of course, I just came across this place. The Canadian Embassy Pub. All right. I wonder if I need to be Canadian to have a beer here. Well, luckily, I got my socks on, so that will prove it. Somehow I kind of got lost and I'm in a neighborhood which is not very touristic. And as the night goes on in Paris, the quality of the beer decreases, but the quantity of it increases. This must be a good time to talk about the architecture of Paris. It's 3:30 a.m. I had everything stolen. Everything stolen from me. Everything got stolen. Everything. And now I'm just going to a police station. My flight is in 4 hours. I don't think I can make it. Oh, fuck. Fuck, everything is shaking right now. Wow. The rush is incredible right now. Wow. All right, a lot of paper to sign. Okay, it's possible. I'm hoping with these papers and the pictures that I have on my phone of my passport, they will let me go. At this point, I'm just taking a gamble, but it's the best I can do. What am I gonna do at 5 a.m. on a Sunday in Paris? You gotta take gambles. Hopefully it works.
Il est interdit de manger à bord. Merci d'attendre l'arrivée.
At this point, my only asset is my phone, and even that is running out of battery. Fingers crossed. I hope I can make it. I need some luck. Okay, made it to the airport. Everyone has luggages and stuff. I got this, just papers. Talk about traveling light. Shit. Yep, so it did not work. I have to go to the embassy, either the Romanian or the Canadian embassy, and get myself one of those quick passports or some shit. So yeah, I think this is where I should finish this vlog. Thanks for watching. That's all. Well, Sunday evening, I made it to Brussels because I have a friend here. It's amazing how when I posted that video with I might need some help, a lot of my friends from Europe, they really wanted to help me, so they send me messages, which is good. I appreciate it. Feels good not to be alone sometimes, right? So yeah, now I'm in Brussels. I still got the exact same clothes, and I stopped by a bar. Guess what? Because it's raining outside. And when I asked the bar guy, where can I get a toothbrush at this time? Because it's Sunday, everything is closed. He asked me like, why do you need a toothbrush? And yeah, I told him the story. So then he gave me a beer for free. All right, this is a good start. I would not have gotten this beer for free if I didn't lose all my shit. It feels kind of funny in a way because my friends from the wedding, which is happening right now, are sending me pictures, sending me the place where I should have been sitting at the table. I'm just here in Brussels in a pretty shitty bar, just hoping to find a toothbrush and perhaps some fresh clothes. And in case you're wondering how it happened, well, my flight was at 8 a.m. in the morning, the one that I went to, right? And there was a bus that was supposed to take at about 3 a.m. to take me to the airport. But since I kind of finished my visit in Paris at 10 p.m., I decided to take a little nap. So I found like this cinema place, and I took a nap just outside of the cinema. Now, mind you, the 8 beers that I drank before probably didn't help much, but that's another story. And then when I woke up, everything was gone, right? And it's kind of funny how the body goes from 0 to 200. You start not to trust your senses anymore at that point. I went to the security in that mall where the cinema was, and I told them everything was stolen. They were more concerned about me not going to the police and filing a report that something got stolen in their property, right? In their mall. At the police station, I got kind of lucky because the first thing they did was they asked me to blow in the breathalyzer to see if I'm over the alcohol limit, and upon that they would see if they can help me or not. And luckily I was just under, so they made a report for me, which took about an hour. I could see that they do that every day, so they're like, oh, it's just another guy who had his shit stolen in Paris, right? And yeah, people were asking me what's the value of this damage. I would say about maybe $8,000 Canadian, given what I lost and given what I have to do to get my stuff back. Out of the things I lost, what I care most about is actually things that I got as gifts that have sentimental value, things that I won. My passport, which had some really cool stamps, which I'll never see again.